Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Johnson Salami. You're welcome on board. This is JB Inspirational Channel, and I will be giving you update what is trending. You see, we're looking at about 5 today's time, this Friday, TGIF, and today's day is 28th day in August 2026. Now, the first one is about Nigeria's kidnap crisis, and that is 7,825 abducted. 7.78 billion naira ransom paid in 1 year. This is just sad. You can see the humongous amount of money being spent on kidnap cases. Now, let's look at that aspect. Kidnap and kidnap-related incidents is about 1,713 recorded so far. Then, let's look at it. People abducted, 7,825, and they were looking at people killed. That means people that lost their lives, 1,142. See, let's look at the victories in kidnap victims from previous circles, meaning that that's about 2/3. That means it is about 66% of the cases increase. That is where kidnapping happening. 93% it's happening in the northern Nigeria. You can see point here. Northern Nigeria, 93%. That is very, very large amount. Then Zamfara State was 8. And then we know about Zamfara. It seems that there's gold in Zamfara. And I wonder what is going on there. But let's look at it. There are some people say no guarantee of survival, and that is to show that because you pay ransom does not mean that your safety or your release is guaranteed. And I also want to look at the kidnap industry has become a multi-billion business according to SBN Intelligence. And we're looking at the human cost, $7,000 plus missing person recorded nationwide. That is very, very, very serious. The insecurity has been rising up and down. The key highlight, because of information, you can see the point there, just collect 7 billion naira ransom from 8 abducted incidents, not records 73.7%. These are the information that you need to know. So get to know that, yes, security is still not yet secure. So let's move on to the next one. This is about 2 die as a refuse dump collapses on building in Cross River. You can see this is the picture that is happening at the Court Evanga, Old Odupani Road, Calabar Cross River State. Now, you can see that the men are feeble and their bodies were recovered and deposited at the mortuary. Yeah, the time it happened is early hours of Friday. It means today. It happened today. Then location, already informed about that at Cross River State. Then what happened? Though it was about collapse of a refuse dump impacted the building. Then the collapse resulted in the death of 2 occupants. This is very sad. That is the information coming out from police response. And then it is very sad. Let's move on to the next one. This is about Lagos. Lagos residents risk prosecution for refusing to pay waste fees. So it says commissioner, and that is Tokunbo Wahab, and that is the commissioner for environmental and water resources, Lagos State. It means that if you are a Lagos resident and you are not paying the waste collection according to where you're supposed to pay at the right time, you will be prosecuted, not persecuted, prosecuted. This is what they call it, prosecuted. So it's going to be legally, meaning that the government will have the right to prosecute you, they will take it to court, and so on. But unfortunately, how many people that the government will prosecute? Let's see how it goes. If the whole community refuses to pay, what will happen? So could that be the reason why that's why Lagos is thinking, because of the death almost everywhere due to flooding, and then they don't pay refuse. A lot of Lagosians are dumping refuse in the gutter, and it's blocking the waterways, and a lot of things happening. But could it be that? No, or could it be like Lagos has been going through a lot of development that shouldn't have affected a lot of drainages or block a lot of places, and places that they should not be refilled, or they refill them with laterites or sands, and then those places they shouldn't do that so that the water can pass. But at the end of the day, the polluter pays principle, no more free rise, then negative impact non-payment weakens this waste management. They are claiming that because people are not paying, that's why it's affecting affecting the environmental pollution in Lagos. And tough consequences. From now on, refusal to pay waste fees will be a criminal offense. So now it's not more civil offense anymore. It's going to be criminal offense if you don't pay your fee. The next one is about man jumps into water from British American bridge in Jos, rescued by locals. Incident occurred around 1 p.m. on Friday, and that is to show that truly this is very, very serious. Now we're looking at another aspect, that is you can say the illustrative diagram to depict the incident is to show that this is the bridge and the mad jump, and a lot of people, a lot of effort, a lot of people love it so much. Perhaps I don't know the reason why he did that, but you can see that the video managed ran up to the bridge and jump into the water. They rescued commuters and residents, raised alarm and rescued him together. That is a good thing about us Nigerians. We also care among ourselves. It's only the politicians, thieves in politics that are in power, that are stealing our resources, that are destroying us, that they are dividing us through ethnicity and through religion, through tribes, and so many ways. They divide us so that they can continue to rule us and keep us stealing our resources. So I hope that we can say that Nigerians are still doing good. Then this last one, this Kogi APC Chairman is shocked. Sir, shot dead. Driver abducted. Now, the question is, the driver that's been abducted, what happened to him? Still not, it has not been found. You can see the car used, according to the description, the car is a blue Corolla, and you can see the plate number there is there. Information in there to know. It happened on Thursday. That is 27th, that means yesterday, 5 p.m. yesterday evening, it happened. Then look at again, the place it happened is at in a full local government area. And then government emerged from the bush and open fire on motorists. So, casualty, you're being informed about that. Pray for Kogi State, say no to violence. This is information coming out from the Kogi State. So it is very, very serious. This is this period of politicking and politics battle, and a lot of things will be getting worse. This security will be getting worse because normally it's worse. We only pray for the peace for this nation. We pray for the good leadership, sensible leadership, caring, human leadership. Because what we have now is more of like animalistic leaders who are in politics, who don't care about the welfare and the growth, development of the nation. It's about how they can remain in power, and that is not the best way to lead. So this is if I can go today. I hope you are getting one or two things on this show, JB Trading News. My name is John Salami. See you tomorrow. Not tomorrow because of weekend. I don't know if possible, if we have time, how we try to make sure I bring you the JB Trending News over the weekend. The weekend edition. See you tomorrow, Monday, by God's grace.